morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening from Hill Country, Texas. Central Texas, outside of Austin, Texas, has many names. It's very windy. Very, very windy. It's one of the reasons why I like living here. Because even if it's like a hot, miserable summer in July, like 80-something degrees in the morning, my dog's whining down below me. It's still a nice day. Nice and windy. It'll get miserable later. At least it's nice now. But yeah, doing a balcony chill stream. I was going to do one yesterday, but I didn't really feel up to it yesterday. So I thought we'd do one today. I mean, it's not bad at the moment. It's a little windy. So forgive me if there are moments where you cannot hear me. Mother Nature decided she's going to be more windy than usual today. So, yay. But I hope you're all having a good day. I'm trying to prop my phone. There, that'll work. My poor dog. Whine, whine, whine. Always whining. No matter what I do, feed him, water him, give him dog treats, all he does is whine. Well, he doesn't just whine. He's a good dog. But, you know, it's dogs for you. But what's everybody up to today? What's everyone got going on? Hope y'all are well. Yeah, we're just sitting on my balcony as usual. Doing a little chill stream. Eventually we'll go back to doing it in the evenings. I guess we'll do that in the fall. But in case you're wondering what's the balcony chill stream, it's simple. I just pull out my phone and I stream for like 20-30 minutes while drinking some coffee on my balcony. And we talk about random stuff. So what's on everybody's mind today? Let's see, what's going on in my mind? Well, I mean, obviously, we got another month for Red Dead, so no surprise update. That's not really a surprise, though. Rogue Raccoon, what is up, Raccoon? How you doing today? Hope you're well. Hopefully you can hear me, despite the wind. Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. Like, it's nice to sit here and have the wind. Makes it a lot more comfortable, especially on the balcony during the summertime. But when you're trying to do a chill stream, it probably does have an effect on the audio, so I do apologize for that. So let me have some coffee real quick. I'm thirsty. Well, I mean, coffee is kind of a dehydrant, so it's more of a stimulant. Coffee. You can hear me? All right, cool. You just got off work? Well, I hope you're going to have a great rest of your day. Yeah. Work. Yeah, most people, you know, they do it because, you know, we kind of have no choice, got to pay the bills. And hopefully those of you out there that have a job have something you actually like doing, or at least you don't hate doing it. Because I know there's different degrees. Like, most people, sadly, will never get their dream job for whatever rhyme or reason. But I guess you find a job you're okay with. A job that pays the bills, keeps a roof over your head, and as long as it's not too backbreaking or too miserable. I've had some decent jobs, I've had some crappy jobs, and the crappy jobs I didn't stay at too long. I realized, like, oh yeah, this job's not for me. No, thank you. So yeah, employment, always fun. But on the flip side, if you try to be a business owner, like, it's not easy either, especially if you're a small business and you're usually the CEO and the janitor, right? You're doing everything because you're trying to build up your business in the hopes of eventually gaining some new employees, you know, getting some people jobs, making profit. But even then it's a struggle because you're going up against a lot of Fortune 500 companies and billion-dollar companies and corporations. So yay for the workforce. And then we have like AI and automation. By the way, I did do an AI video over on GB Fang, FYI. So I am putting content on both this channel, gaming content here, and then more like political opinion stuff over on GB Fang, in case anybody's curious. I see Rogue Raccoon says, see, I'm building up my dream home, which is YouTube, but right now I'm working on retail, but thankfully I'm working on night shift, so I don't need to deal with customers. Yeah, I mean that's a cool thing, because the world is 24/7, and even though a lot of people think that they have to work a 9 to 5 job, even though if a lot of them rather not, I definitely don't want to. So that's why I don't. Like you have other options. Like there's just some people out there that prefer like a different schedule. And when I was in radio, I grew accustomed to doing overnights. Getting over the station about 11 p.m. and being on air from like 12 midnight all the way till like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And then there were times when I did have to come in to like do production and do promotions, but I got to sleep in the morning because I've never really been much of a morning person. I guess I'm more of a morning person now than I used to be, but like a morning person for me is getting up at 8 a.m. And I know a lot of people are like, well, 8 a.m. I'm at work by 8 a.m. GB. Yeah, not me. Nope. I've never, like, if I have to get up in the morning for something, like, that wasn't nearly like, what, 2 years ago, I had to go in for jury duty. So I had to get up early. I had to get up I think I had to get up at like 7 a.m. And then I had to get to the courthouse before 9 a.m. So it gave me some time to get up, take care of business, brush my teeth, eat breakfast, and get in the truck and go downtown, back in Shreveport, and do jury duty. But it's only rare exceptions. I mean, if I had to, like if I was in a situation where I had no choice but to do it, then I would do it. But I mean, I'm just lucky I don't have to. But I do have deep sympathy for people that do. Absolutely. So yeah, Red Dead Online event month, 3 weeks. You only have to put up with Harriet for 3 weeks. Anyone that still plays Red Dead Online. It sucks that it wasn't a surprise update. But yeah, I guess 3 weeks of Harriet's better than 4 weeks, right? Yeah. I do miss Red Dead Online. It's just that I have no desire to go back and play it right now. I have no desire. I did everything in the game. I talked about this a couple times over the weekend because it's a subject that always comes up. I maxed out the roles. I have lots of cash, lots of gold. I fully upgraded the camp. I've maxed out the amount of horses you can own in the game. I have the weapons and the clothing I want from my PlayStation and my Xbox characters. And I've explored the map thoroughly. I loved exploring it. I even went outside the map. I loved it so much. And I explored that thoroughly. Let's see, Syndicate. Hey, Syndicate, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a quick minute. This is Hill Country, Central Texas, outside of Austin. Deep in the heart of Texas, this is where I moved to. Riley and me. We moved to Texas a few months ago to live closer to my sisters and nephews and brother-in-laws. But I hope you're doing good, Syndicate. See, Rogue Raccoon says, thank God Harriet is annoying, but weird thing is the bank of roads in Saint Denis are unlocked. Yeah, I heard about that. See, review. Hey, wow, like, YouTube, why are you... Ass is not a bad word. Fuck you, YouTube. If one of my mods are here, I don't know if one of my mods are here, but could y'all approve Syndicate's comment? I can read it, though. Okay, so Syndicate says, hey, GB, been working my ass off. How you been, bro? I've been doing okay, Syndicate. I'm doing good. Just settling to life in Texas. There's still a few things Riley and I have to get taken care of, but we're always, like, checking something off the list. We still have a few more boxes to unbox. We unboxed some stuff yesterday. So I have a habit of letting go of things. Like, I will literally wear clothing out till there's holes in it and it should not be worn. And so I have been letting some of my clothing items go. And yesterday when we were unboxing some boxes, like, we made some decisions. Well, Riley made some decisions that I just went along with. I'm like, okay, fine. And so there was definitely some clothes that I'd worn out that I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. We should just throw these away. That's just always been my thing, I have trouble letting go, Eventually, when I lose enough weight, because we got a treadmill also, and I've been walking again. Like a year ago, I had this whole walking thing where I was attempting to walk every day, and I was doing well. And then I guess over the past month or two, I've kind of slipped a little bit. And so I've gotten back in the habit again because I gotta lose weight. I mean, I'm not overweight, I'm not obese, but I could definitely, well, I technically am overweight, but I'm not like huge. But I gotta lose weight, you know, I gotta lose weight, I gotta get healthy. And I do apologize for the wind. Hashtag blame Mother Nature. It is windy. But, I mean, yeah, it is interesting, Rogue Raccoon, about the doors being open in the banks in Red Dead Online. Because you're right, that did happen in the last update. What was it, a year or two ago? Was it 2 years ago Blood Money came out? 2 years ago? Jeez, time flies. I mean, I still would like Rockstar to, at the very least, do like one final update. But at the moment, doubtful. So yeah, it sucks for Red Dead Online. What else is new? And regarding Red Dead Redemption Remaster, yeah, I mean, there are, look, my friend Pat, aka The Professional, he put out a pretty good tweet that I do agree with, even though I've been covering anything that we've gotten regarding Red Dead Redemption Remaster. There are sadly channels out there that are trying to milk that to death, and the truth is, I've milked it as much as I can. There's just no other information. There's something about a Take-Two conference call that Kari posted in Discord that I read over, and how Take-Two apparently has plans for releasing 2 new iterations of like pre-existing games this year. In other words, either a remaster or remake of 2 of their games. Now, Take-Two, obviously, they own Rockstar, they own 2K, which also owns Hangar 13, and Private Division. I think that's all their studios, but they have several 2K studios, including Hangar 13, which is allegedly working on a new Mafia game. So you think about it, you look at the catalog. I also looked at the list of games coming out this fall, and I didn't see any games that you could say, okay, this is a remaster or remake that happens to be under the 2K, I mean, Take-Two umbrella. It doesn't mean they won't be announced. I mean, it's possible maybe they're going to do like a remaster of Red Dead Redemption and maybe a remaster of another game. Like, I think, BioShock, Borderlands, I think those games are under 2K. Yeah, I think so. So, I mean, it's not in the realm of possibility that 2K is also working on a remaster of one of their previous titles. And then I had another idea, is that what if the 2 like games that they're talking about is Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare? Because technically they are 2 different games. Yes, Undead Nightmare is an expansion to Red Dead Redemption, but I think that Rockstar did sell, like, you could buy Undead Nightmare. Like, I remember this. Okay, so back in October 2010, we were able to download Undead Nightmare and buy it. And it took forever back then because the internet was a lot slower, even though the game size was smaller. But I think later on they actually sold Undead Nightmare individually. I could be wrong about that. So if you just wanted Undead Nightmare, you could just buy Undead Nightmare and play that. So technically, Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare are 2 games that exist in the same universe, on the same map. It does, the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. I mean, a lot of us call it a DLC, and technically it is a DLC, but at the same time you could make the argument that Undead Nightmare is like a smaller game. Because it is smaller story-wise and the content that it offers. So, I mean, yeah, you have the same characters, right? You have the same world, but the stories don't connect together at all. I mean, there's a loose connection, but it's very loose. And you could say it's like an Elseworld story, like an alternative universe. And that's the way a lot of people see Undead Nightmare as like non-canon. And like the things that happen in one game don't really happen in the other game. Like, for example, the zombies don't invade Red Dead Redemption. Like, you can't carry over the horses of the apocalypse or the unicorn from like Undead Nightmare to Red Dead Redemption, so you can't ride those around in Red Dead Redemption. So there is kind of a wall between the 2 games. So it is possible, and this is just me theorizing here, that the 2 games that Take-Two is referring to in that conference call could very well be Red Dead Redemption and they just sell it as a package deal, right? Where you buy both. You buy Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare, $70 US. I guess, I don't know. Or maybe they're going to remaster Red Dead Revolver, because I know Kari was also wanting a remaster, a remake of Red Dead Revolver. Like, I wouldn't mind somebody making a remake, a remaster of Red Dead Revolver, because I do consider it to be part of the Red Dead universe. I mean, it was the first game technically, and the game, the franchise is named after Red Harlow. But there's just some improvements that need to be made to Red Dead Revolver. Like, it's very clunky, and there's some frustrating moments that need to be smoothed out a little bit. I'm not asking it to be completely changed and turn into an open world game like Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2. No, but it does need some tweaks and some improvements if they ever were to make Red Dead Revolver a remake or a remaster. I don't think they're going to, because it didn't sell very well. On the other hand, Red Dead Redemption did all right in 2010. Like, it's not making the kind of numbers that, say, GTA 5 or even its sequel, prequel, whichever way you want to go with it. Like, Red Dead Redemption obviously has sold less copies than Red Dead Redemption 2. So, but it still did well in 2010. Well enough to merit a future remake or remaster. Most likely remaster at this point. So, yeah, I just, at the moment, that's all I pretty much have for any additional news regarding Red Dead Redemption Remaster. I mean, once more information comes out, then I'll probably make a video about it, but I'm not going to milk it like, you know, some other creators have. Because I do agree with Pat when he was complaining about that on Twitter. He made like one video about it, then he moved on. But there's other creators out there that are just milking it every chance they get. Hey, look, creators can make whatever content they want to make. They can clickbait. You do you. It's just not the way I am, and that's the way I've always been. You know, my viewers and subscribers expect better from me. So yeah, I'm not going to milk it. If I don't see an idea for a video, and I've been trying to toy around with turning the information that we have regarding those the comments made in that Take Two conference call into a video, I just haven't found the angle yet to make that work, because it would just be it would just be more speculation, you know. And I do agree with several viewers. They're like, well, we should just be waiting for Rockstar to confirm this. Yeah, but some of us were talking last night in a party chat while we were playing some Fortnite. Yay, because we got to get through the friggin' battle pass. So it was me, Riley, Red, along with Destiny, Metal, and Kane was also there. And we were just talking about how it's just the same pattern, right? Just like with how we first found out about the GTA Defective Edition, it was through the rating system in Korea, and the same thing's happening again for Red Dead Remastered. Now, it could be much to do about nothing. It could simply be, like some people have suggested, like Eric Chris and a few others, that it's just the rating system being updated for several games in Korea, and one of those games happened to be Red Dead Redemption. It could be as simple as that. And like I've said before, I'd rather have no remaster than a shitty remaster. I mean, as long as it's a good, decent remaster and it's faithful, then I'm okay with it. But if it's just going to be another piece of shit like GTA Defective Edition, then I don't want it. And I think that's how most Red Dead fans feel. Is that if you're going to half-ass it again, like you did with like handing the ball over to Grove Street Games, then we don't want it. I mean, I'll still get it just to play it and rant about it and warn everybody not to buy it if it ends up being bad, if it's even real or not. So that's still one of those mysteries out there. I think we're going to find out one way or the other. Once again, like the rumor mill out there is sometime in August, and the new monthly event for Red Dead Online will be August 1st. So this event month is only like 3 weeks for Red Dead Online. And it's a very real possibility that August 1st comes around, new crappy lame event month for Red Dead Online with no mention or tease at all. It'd be cool, because I looked through the article, right, the post, in order to see if there was any reference to Red Dead Redemption 1, but there was no reference at all in the naturalist like event that's going on now in Red Dead Online. So there's nothing about it. It doesn't mean that there won't be in August, because Rockstar does like to tease some things whenever they're ready to tease something. So it's possible that maybe August 1st, when they announce the new event month or surprise update. Right. What a joke. But it's possible in that news wire for the August monthly event in less than a month from now, 3 weeks away, that they might tease like, hey, stay tuned. We have some more exciting Red Dead news to share coming soon. And then like a few days later, or a week later, then they officially tease the Red Dead Redemption remaster or announce it. Or they do it sooner, or they never do it because it's not even real. And a lot of us are just like living on hopes and dreams and ice creams. But yeah, that's why I haven't really covered anything regarding Red Dead at the moment, because to be honest, there's nothing to cover. And that conference call, which you can go by because that's an investor call, so you can get the information from that. And it does give you an idea that they do have 2 games planned to release that are either remasters or remakes. You know, but that's not just Rockstar. That's, you know, all the other studios that happen to be under Take-Two. I keep confused. Like, I know I'm trying to say Take-Two, but there's also 2K, which is under Take-Two, and it could just be 2 remasters or remakes under 2K. They have a few IPs as well, not just Rockstar. But we'll find out what those games are, and it's supposed to be for like I think the start of the physical year 2024. Now, some of you might be like and thinking that, well, does that mean 2024 physical? No. The physical year actually starts in October, and it runs through September. So that's the way the physical years work in the business world. Just bear in mind, you know, Take-Two is a business. They happen to be a publisher of several AAA studios, but they are still a business. And they go by the business model. They go by the physical year. And the physical year officially starts in October of this year. So sometime in October or November is perhaps when they're going to launch their new games, or their remakes, or their remasters of whatever IP they're going to remake or remaster. So I feel like that it could very well be like one Rockstar title, then one title that happens to be under 2K. Or it could go back to my theory about how maybe they see Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare as 2 separate games that they're just going to combine together. I don't know. But, I mean, it could go that way. We still don't know, but hopefully we'll find out soon enough. At the moment, like, there's no information. There are a few games coming out, obviously, and some big games coming out in the fall. But no word yet on any remake or remaster that happens to fall under the Take-Two umbrella. So, but it does add more evidence to the very real possibility that the Red Dead Redemption remaster is real. Because why not? But we still just gathering breadcrumbs here, and it could end up being completely wrong. We'll see, though. We'll see. So, what else have I been doing besides real life fun stuff? Well, I've been playing a lot of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I've been doing a lot of that off stream. I'm keeping the main story, the main quests on stream, so my Tears of the Kingdom playthrough continues on Sunday, 12 p.m. Central. Okay, once again, I apologize for the wind. And I've been doing a lot of side questing, you know, going around the shrines, like flying around up in the sky part of the island, going down to the depths. And I became obsessed with the light dragon because I saw the light dragon. And I got close to the light dragon one day and I managed to shoot it with my bow, and I got a light dragon scale because I think I need like light dragon's scales in order to upgrade the champion's tunic for Link. But then I became very obsessed with trying to find the light dragon. And I would find it in the sky, not always, but every now and then. Because I think only one dragon will spawn around the map of Hyrule at a time. And there's other dragons too. But the other dragons, I think, fly a little bit lower in the sky than the light dragon. And so while I was, you know, side questing, adventuring on my free time, I also became obsessed with going after the different glyphs which are in the game. And each glyph has like a tier hidden somewhere in the glyph. And the glyphs are on the ground. They're huge. And you have to search the glyph in order to find the tier. And the tier will give you a cutscene as to what happened to Zelda when she was sent back to the past. Light spoilers here, okay? Light spoilers. So I've been watching a few of those cutscenes, and they're all over the place because they're not really in any particular order. They're only in order after you do the cutscene, and then it goes into the library. And then you're like, okay, so this was cutscene 7, that was cutscene 11. Hopefully you get the idea. But the other thing I was obsessed with was trying to find my way to the top of the light dragon. And I did it last night. And let's just say, I may have accidentally, and this is a spoiler, for Tears of the Kingdom. And it's a spoiler for most Zelda games. Because, you know, there's this weapon that Link likes to use. It's called the Master Sword. You know, at the beginning of the game, he lost the Master Sword. And, well, I got the Master Sword back. Yeah. I did post photos about it in Discord in case anybody's curious. You can go into Gaming Hall. I did tag them as spoilers because I didn't want to spoil anybody. But yeah, so Link now has the Master Sword. And then I went on YouTube and I watched a couple people with, like, starting out in the beginning of the game. What they did was they kept their heart containers low, but they built up their stand wheel. They got 2 stand wheels, and you have to have at least 2 stand wheels to pull the Master Sword out of the light dragon. And so theoretically, yeah, you can go get the Master Sword early in the game if you want, but you have to be be able to construct something like a glider with some fans or rockets, and you have to get high enough on one of the sky islands, and you have to time it just right, and you have to have batteries in order to get to the light dragon. And then you have to have that double stand wheel in order to pull the Master Sword out. You do that, then yeah, you can get the Master Sword. Even if you haven't even got, like, there's one person that didn't even have one of the sages yet. So they still have to go get the 4 sages. I got 2 of the sages. We're gonna get the other 2 in the, like, probably episodes 5 and 6. I feel like this playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom will be shorter. The game links are about the same. Maybe Tears of the Kingdom might be longer, but it's because I'm doing a lot more side questing this time around, because this is my first playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom, whereas with Breath of the Wild, that stream was my second playthrough. In my first playthrough, I did a ton of stuff when the game first came out. Balls, piss off. I'm trying to ruin my streams. Oh well. But anyway, so don't be surprised if you see me with the Master Sword in the next episode of Tears of the Kingdom. I think episode 5, Sunday, 12 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. UK. Saturday, another installment of my limited Diablo hardcore series with the Ice Witch Sorceress, Harriet. And I did kind of redesign her a little bit. Well, I didn't. You can't redesign her face or her hair, but I did kind of tweak her drip, her look, like clothing-wise. And I did add some makeup to her. And I really do like the look I'm going with for Janine for the second episode of my Diablo 4 hardcore series. I made it to level 15. Like, the majority vote right now is I'm not going to make it to level, 19? That I'll die before level 19, but I hope to beat those odds. I guess we'll find out Saturday. Will Harriet, the Ice Witch Sorceress, survive the second episode of Diablo 4 Hardcore? Tune in Saturday, 12 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. UK. And then next week is officially Season 1 of Diablo 4. So the following weekend, I guess we're going to be streaming Season 1 of Diablo 4. So, I mean, that's the weekend schedule. It's like Diablo 4 and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, unless something else comes out that piques my interest. Like, I don't know, Red Dead Redemption Remaster. That's like the only thing at the moment. Because I have no interest in the moment of playing any GTA Online. I mean, I'm willing to hop in with friends. And Red Dead Online, I only have Red Dead Online still on my Xbox account. I had to remove it from PlayStation because I ran out of room on my PS5, so I had to make some sacrifices. But for the 5th year anniversary of Red Dead Redemption 2, I might do a 5 years later live stream. We may do that. I don't know if I'm going to make that a series, because I've already played the Red Dead Redemption 2 like twice on the channel, like once when it came out on PS4, and then whenever it came out on PC, I played through it again on PC. But I won't be doing Red Dead Online or GTA Online on PC because, no thank you. No thank you. Anyways, I guess that's it for today. Just a little balcony chill stream. I was just going to hang out and chat with you for a little bit. And I mean, other than some real life stuff going on, yeah, that's about all that's happening. It's summertime in well, the northern hemisphere and in central Texas. Might be nice and windy this morning, but it's going to get miserable today because it's been hitting 100 degrees Fahrenheit almost every freaking day, or at least upper 90s. Miserable. So, yeah, I can't wait for October because I don't like the summer. I realize summer's important because, it causes, food to grow, like, fruits and vegetables and stuff. Some things need the heat. I just need to stay inside. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay indoors. Unless we have to go out and go, like, do some stuff. And there are definitely more things we have to go do, but Riley and I are getting things done. Slowly but surely checking more and more things off the list. Eventually we'll get everything off the list. We're hoping to get stuff off the list, but it just takes time and just sticking with it. But I do appreciate those of you that did watch the Balcony Chill stream, whether you live streamed it with me, you hanged out, or you watched it later as a video. And hopefully I will have a video out by Friday. Right now I'm just struggling to try to come up with something. Like, I was trying to come up with an angle for the information regarding those, I guess, 2 remasters or remakes that are possibly coming this year from Take-Two, parent company of Rockstar, 2K, Private Division. But I've yet to make a video work with that. Who knows, maybe some more information will pop out regarding Red Dead Redemption Remaster. And, like, I'm not trying to milk it, but if anything comes out, I'll cover it, obviously. So I'll try to have something out, hopefully by Friday. Maybe I'll have like another video out on GB Fang, because I've been putting more content on GB Fang, my political news opinion channel, FYI. But I hope you all have a great day, and I hope you're all having a fantastic week. And as always, from me to each and every one of you, thanks for watching.